There's this quiet, almost invisible force that's shaping your financial future, like right this very second. And most people just kind of ignore it. But really, understanding it is the difference between building real wealth and, well, digging yourself into a hole. So let's break it down. Okay, so it all starts with a simple, undeniable truth, right? Time never stops. It's just this constant forward motion that we can't pause or rewind. I mean, it's ticking away when you're working, when you're chilling out, and yeah, even when you're sound asleep, it is always, always active. And here's where it gets really interesting. Because time is always moving, your money is too. It's never just sitting still. It's either growing or it's shrinking. It's either gaining power or it's losing it. And this engine, the way your money moves with time, that's what we call compound interest. It's this powerful force working in the background of your life, and honestly, getting a handle on it is one of the most critical things you can do for yourself financially. So what is this thing really? Let's just cut through all the finance jargon. The best way to think about it is in two simple ways, like a seed and like a snowball. At its core, it's basically a chain reaction. It's growth on top of growth. Think about it like a seed that grows into a plant, right? That plant then produces fruit, and inside that fruit are even more seeds. That's it. It's growth that creates its own new growth. Okay, let's put some numbers on this to make it real. Let's say you start with $100. You earn 10% interest, so that's $10. Simple enough. But the magic, the real magic, happens in that next step. The following year, you're not just earning interest on your original $100. No, you're earning it on the whole 110. Your earnings have started earning. That's the snowball starting to roll downhill. So when you actually harness this force the right way, it becomes this incredible engine for building wealth. So let's take a look at how that engine really starts to pick up speed over time. Now, there's this brilliant little mental shortcut for this called the Rule of 72. It's a super simple way to figure out the power of compounding without needing some complicated spreadsheet. You just take the number 72, you divide it by whatever your interest rate is, and boom, that's roughly how many years it'll take for your money to double. So let's see what that actually looks like. At a pretty standard 8% annual return, which is a decent ballpark for long-term investments, it takes about 9 years for your money to double. 72 divided by 8 is 9 years. Just lock that number in your head for a second. And this timeline shows you why that's so incredibly powerful. Look at the acceleration here. It's not a straight line. In the first 9 years, you gain $1,000. But in the next 9 years, you gain $2,000. Then $4,000 after that. The growth itself is growing. And that's the whole ball game right there. You've moved way beyond just simple addition. You're in the world of multiplication now. You're literally growing growth. And that is where real long-term wealth comes from. But, and this is a huge but, here's the critical turning point. This force, compound interest, it's totally neutral. It doesn't care if it's helping you or if it's hurting you. It just amplifies whatever it touches. And when it touches debt, it becomes a trap. So we're going to use the exact same tool, the Rule of 72, but we're going to flip it over and look at the other side of the coin. Instead of seeing how fast our investments can grow, let's see how fast our debt can grow. A pretty typical interest rate on a credit card can be around 24%. So let's apply the rule. 72 divided by 24 is 3. Just 3 years. That's how terrifyingly fast high-interest debt can double if you're just making minimum payments. Now look at this. It's the same idea as the other timeline, but it's a nightmare. That $5,000 in debt doesn't just grow, it absolutely explodes. In just 9 years, it has snowballed into $40,000. Remember our investment? It took 27 years to get from $1,000 to $8,000. This is the brutal, brutal math of the debt trap. So, okay, knowing all this, how do you take back control? How do you make absolutely sure this powerful force is working for you and not against you? Let's talk strategy. I love this analogy. Think of compound interest like fire. It's an incredibly useful tool, right? When it's controlled, it cooks your food, it warms your home. But if it gets out of control, it's just devastating. It'll burn the whole house down. The goal is to be the one holding the match, not the one trapped inside. So what's the game plan? It's actually really simple. You have to kill your high-interest debt first. Now, I get it. Psychologically, that can be tough. Investing feels like you're building something. Paying off debt can just feel like you're getting back to zero. But look at the math. It's undeniable. Paying off a 24% credit card is the same as earning a guaranteed 24% return on your money. You can't beat that anywhere.
So you find the debt with the highest interest rate, the one compounding fastest against you, and you attack it relentlessly.
When you boil it all down, it comes to a very simple, conscious choice you have to make every single day. You are always building one of two machines. So which one are you building? Are you building the wealth machine, the one that doubles your money every 9 years or so to build your freedom? Or are you feeding the debt machine, the one that doubles your debt every 3 years and just builds your obligations? Both of these machines are running right now, even while you sleep. The only question is, which one are you fueling? And that's really why this is so important. Your income, your paycheck, that feeds you today. It keeps the lights on. But compounding, that's what feeds your future. How you use it is what's going to determine your financial reality 10, 20, even 30 years from now. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. Time is moving. Right now, that engine is running, and you have to decide, is it working to build your freedom, or is it building your obligation? The choice is yours.